If you've ever wondered whether you're actually doing a good enough job as a mom, I want you to hear this first. The standard you're measuring yourself against isn't real. I'm Mary, a pediatric PA and mom of three, and I see this doubt show up in loving, capable moms every single day. In this video, we're breaking down the biggest lies moms believe about being good enough and what actually matters instead. You know that heavy feeling when you're scrolling through Instagram comparing yourself to moms who seem to have it all figured out? The kids look perfect, their houses look spotless, and they're smiling like they slept 8 hours straight through the night. Meanwhile, you're in yesterday's pajamas wondering, am I totally screwing this up? Yeah, I've been there. And I want to tell you something that might change everything. That perfect parent you're comparing yourself to, she doesn't exist. She's a myth, a lie, and she's quietly stealing your confidence. Let's start with the biggest lie of all, that somewhere out there, perfect parents exist. This idea shows up everywhere, in parenting books that promise the one perfect system, on social media, highlight reels, and in that quiet voice in your head whispering, everyone else is doing better than me. Here's the truth. Every child has challenging behaviors, every single one. Not listening, not sharing, meltdowns over everything, fighting with their siblings, homework battles, asking for snacks 42 times in 10 minutes. This isn't a sign you're failing. It's called childhood. And here's something nobody says out loud enough. Every parent feels overwhelmed, guilty, frustrated, confused, or not enough at some point. Every single one. Your child acts like an actual human with big emotions, and then you blame yourself. But perfection was impossible to begin with. When you chase that myth, you end up second guessing every decision, comparing yourself constantly, feeling guilty no matter what you choose, and passing that pressure on to your kids. Here's what the actual research shows. Kids don't need perfect, they need present. They need steady, they need safe, and they need you. Good enough parenting shows up most of the time with love and consistency, raises confident, emotionally healthy kids. Some days you'll cook dinner from scratch. Some days it's chicken nuggets and screen time. Both still count as parenting. You are already doing more right than you think. The second lie that keeps moms stuck is the idea that you should know what to do, that motherhood should come naturally, that you should understand every cry, every behavior, every stage without help. Can I be honest? That's just not real life. Nobody is born knowing how to parent. Nobody. If parenting were instinctive, we wouldn't all be looking up things in the middle of the night. Parenting is a skill you learn over time through experience, mistakes, asking questions, and figuring out what works for your child. Think about it like this. You wouldn't pick up a guitar for the first time and expect to play a full concert. You wouldn't take one tennis lesson and sign up for Wimbledon. But somehow, we expect ourselves to be expert parents from day one. Every child is different. Even kids in the same family have completely different temperaments, sensitivities, and needs. What worked beautifully for your first might flop for your second. That's not a failure. That's being human. Just when you feel like you've figured out one stage, they grow, they change, and your entire playbook resets. You're not supposed to know everything. You're supposed to learn, adjust, and grow right alongside your child. Asking for help isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's strength. It's love in action. Real moms say, hey, is this normal? Real moms ask their pediatrician. Real moms will look things up. You don't need all the answers. You just need curiosity, flexibility, and support. Now, let's talk about the lie that drains moms more than anything else. A good mom is supposed to run on empty. This lie sounds normal. It feels like love and it feels like sacrifice, but in reality, it leads straight to burnout. Somewhere along the way, we learned that being a good mom means pushing through the exhaustion and telling ourselves, we'll rest later, after everyone else is taken care of. But here's the truth. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Think about the airplane safety talk. They tell you to put on your own oxygen mask first, not because you matter more, but because if you go down, you can't help anyone else. Parenting works the same. If you're exhausted, overstimulated, or running on fumes, you can't give your kids the calm, grounded presence that they need, no matter how much you love them. Research shows that kids are protected from stress by steady, loving adults. Your steadiness is their safety. But you can't stay steady if you never rest. You can't stay patient if your nervous system is overloaded. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's part of good parenting. And here's the part moms forget: motherhood matters, but it's not the only thing that makes you whole. You need friendships, hobbies, quiet moments, laughter, and rest. When you take care of yourself, you're not taking anything away from your kids. You're giving them a mom who is present, patient, and emotionally available. Self care isn't always spa days. Sometimes it looks like eating a real meal, going to bed a little bit earlier, sitting alone in the car for 5 minutes, going for a short walk, asking someone to help, or saying no to something that drains you. These aren't luxuries. They're how you stay healthy, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Your kids don't need you stretched thin. They need you steady and human. So, if perfection isn't the goal, what is? It comes down to three things: clarity, not guessing, not spiraling, having clear evidence-based answers that you can trust; confidence, which is trusting your gut and making decisions based on your child, not what everyone else is doing; and then community. You were never meant to do this alone. Support is strength, not weakness. Kids are resilient, and so are you. You're doing better than you think. Now, you understand that perfect doesn't exist and that you're already doing better than you think. That knowledge matters, but knowing it intellectually is different from believing it on the hard days. Inside the Confident Mom community, that's the work we do together. It's not just understanding these truths, but actually internalizing them. If you want that kind of ongoing reassurance and support, the link's below. You've got this, mama, and you don't have to figure it out alone.